In this lecture, we will see how to export an MP3 or WAV file from Adobe Audition. After you record your audio, or once you complete processing, you will need such an audio file. When you are using the waveform editor, the process is fairly simple. Audition also has another editing interface called multi-track session. We will learn about that in due time. For now, let's learn about exporting from waveform editor. Go to File, then Export. There are several export options, but for now we will only see the File option. A configuration window will appear. You can do all the necessary configurations from this window. I want to emphasize one thing about this window: if you are a beginner, the export option will look like a very simple process to you. However, when you need to get an audio file with certain requirements, you have to understand a bit about these configurations. For example, if you export an audio file for an audiobook, you must meet certain standards. You do not need to understand all of that now, but remember, the export window has the necessary options to choose from. You can set the name of the audio file. For example, I will set demo test. You have to choose a location to export the file. You will find the file in this location after export. I will choose a convenient place to export the audio file. You can set the format of the audio file from the drop-down. Please notice that when you change the format, this area will have different options. Some of these options make sense only for MP3 files. When you have to format an MP3 file to meet certain requirements, you will get the necessary options here. You do not need to understand all these options now. Just remember there are some options here specific to the file format. When you submit the audio to a specific platform like ACX or Spotify, you will see some specific requirements about the audio file. All these options will make sense to you then. I normally prefer to export in WAV format. Because WAV is a lossless format, and all the audio data will be as it is. If I send a file to someone for feedback or take the audio file in a different software, I choose WAV. I choose a format like MP3 only after all the processing is done, and the platform requires an MP3 formatted file. There is a checkbox here to include markers and metadata. If you keep this option checked, you will see an extra PKF file after export. You should not worry about that PKF file. It is some kind of metadata that the Audition will store separately. Those data have no relation to the audio quality. I will add Audition to the file name just to better recognize this exported file. Click OK to export the file. If I check the folder now, I will see the exported audio file. You can see the Audition demo test WAV file here. It is an audio file, and I can play it from here if I want. I can also use it in other projects or submit it on any platform. You can also see the PKF file here. Just remember, this PKF file is a metadata file and has no relation to audio quality. Please practice exporting audio files in different formats to get a clear idea of the export process. You are watching a preview video of my Adobe Audition course for voice editing and audiobook narration. You can get this course from this Buy Me a Coffee page. If you are looking for a step-by-step guide to process your voice to professional quality, this course is for you. I highly encourage you to check the course curriculum. You will get the course curriculum link on this page. It is a beginner-friendly course. If you have little experience with audio editing or no experience at all, you will find this course easy to understand. If you have experience with software like Audacity, you can easily follow this course. You will be ready to generate professional quality audio in no time. I will keep the link in the description and pinned comments. If you have any queries, like if this course is for you, send me an email. I will suggest which direction you need to go according to your experience. To know more, please follow the link in the description.